Hi, Assalamualaikum. It's Mualimah Fatiha, and this is the slides for those who are not attending my class just now. And this can be your reference as well for you to complete your writing in the next slide. Okay, we will move on to the next slide. I've already discussed this in my previous class with my students. So this is the answers. You can double check with yours inside the module. This wouldn't be any problem because most of the students can answer it perfectly. Okay, let me explain to you this comprehension question. All right, step up and stop them. You have to read first the information from the passage, from the text, and then you have to answer the question. What will you do if you are Haikal? Okay, I will not read it. You have to read on your own, and I will just explain to you how to answer the questions. Okay, all right, what will you do if you are Haikal? Okay, this is the questions where you have to give your own opinion. You have to give your own ideas. This is a hot question. All right, so the best answer would be, I will report to the discipline teacher. Many of the students inside the class, they answered, I will report to the headmaster. I will report to the headmistress. I will report to the teachers. Each of the answer is acceptable. Okay, everything is acceptable, right? Very good. Okay, the next one, suggest a way to prevent gravity in school. Bagaimana cara kita nak nak mengelakkan daripada pelajar yang suka menconteng dinding dengan graviti-graviti yang tertulis perkataan-perkataan yang tidak baik. Okay, alright. So one of the way that I've suggested to the students in the class, encourage the students to draw murals on the walls. Actually, the students who are doing this gravity, they have that particular skills, especially in art skill. So why not we encourage them to use the skills in a good way, okay, to encourage them to do the murals in school. Okay, they can still apply the skill, but in a good way. Okay, boleh menulis ataupun melukis murals di sekolah. That will be better. Okay, to be compared to the graffiti in school. Okay, question C. What is the meaning of the phrase prevention is better than cure? So you can see from the text, right? You can see from the text, prevention is better than cure. This is the phrase that the question asks you. Okay, prevention is better than cure is some kind of phrase that has the meaning of apa kita kata tu? Mencegah lebih baik dari mengubati. So you have to give your own definition in this question. It is better to stop something first than to repair the damage after it has happened. Okay, lebih baik kita mencegah dari awal dulu sebelum kita dapat benda tu kita dapat dah masalah tu baru kita nak try to repair. Okay, try to fix the situation. Alright, so the three questions mentioned in this section adalah soalan hebat. Okay, so this exercise is especially to practice my students to write on your own opinion and from your own ideas. Okay, you guys did a great job, right? Okay, you move on to this section writing. This is notes expansion. You are required to write 80 to 100 words in this section. Okay, write a story on the picture below. You may use the words given to help you. Write your answer in the space provided. Write your story between 80 to 100 words. Only 80 to 100. Do not exceed 100. Kalau misal kata you write it's between 102, 103, 105, it's okay. But do not exceed sampai 110, 120. That is not your level for UPSR candidates. You kena tulis dalam 80 ke 100, it is more than enough. Okay? So usually dia akan bagi gambar. This is the picture. Dia akan bagi gambar. Okay, dia akan bagi gambar. Gambar ni kadang-kadang dalam bentuk bersiri, okay, ataupun dalam bentuk tunggal. Sometimes only one picture, or sometimes the question might appear in many pictures, dalam 4 pictures macam tu. Okay, it depends on the question. Okay, so this is the words given. Ini adalah perkataan-perkataan yang diberi. Usually dia akan bagi 10 words. Okay, 10 words for you as the point for you nak guna untuk you punya writing. Okay, so ini adalah perkataan-perkataan. So and then they will give you the starting sentence. This is the starting sentence. Starting sentence usually dalam berapa perkataan? Dalam 10 macam tu. Okay, they will help you to start the the paragraph. Sometimes this is called as your introduction. Dijadikan sebagai introduction juga. Okay, so this is the sentence that they give to you. Last weekend, Arif and his family were very busy. They cleaned their house to celebrate Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Arif was very happy as he helped his sister, blah, 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 blah. So after the word sister tu, you have to add your own explanation lah. And then your job is starting now. You kena buat dalam ayat you. Okay, before I teach you how to write, let me explain to you some rules. Okay, let me explain to you some rules, okay? All right, this is the steps before you do your writing. Okay, steps before you do your writing. Okay, there are 4 steps, actually more than 4, tapi I dah simplified to become 4. The first one, you must read the questions carefully. Soalan yang diberi mesti kena baca instruction. Dia nak apa? Some students, dia jawab benda lain yang soalan tanya. Okay, so this is very dangerous. Alright, read the question carefully. Number 2, identify the tenses. Kenal pasti dulu soalan tu dalam bentuk tenses yang mana. Okay, either is it present tense ataupun past tense. Usually, soalan dalam bentuk present ataupun past tense. Okay, so number 3, look for the pronouns. Okay, look for the pronouns maksudnya pronouns apa yang dia pakai dalam karangan. For example, they use the name. For this question, they use Arif as the person. So make sure you use Arif from the beginning of the writing until the end of the writing. Okay, janganlah pula awal Arif kat bawah tu dah start nama lain ataupun nama you sendiri. No, you cannot do that. In case the question doesn't give you any name, you can put your own creativity name. Boleh ubah sendirilah, you nak letak you sendiri ke ataupun you nak letak other names. Okay, alright, the 4th step. Remember the SVO technique. SVO technique ni apa? Subject, verb, object. This is a very basic frame for you to write a sentence for the essay. Boleh guna SVO juga. But some cases, some students, they are not really comfortable with this technique. Dia nak guna teknik dia sendiri. Dia nak buat ayat tak guna SVO. It's okay. That's why I say to you, use this technique if necessary. Alright, so move on to the next one. Alright, this is your checklist. Okay, macam biasa, before we do anything, we have to have our own checklist. Checklist kita, maksudnya senarai semak kita. The first one, you have to know the pronouns. The second one, you have to know the nouns and proper nouns. And then the third one is adjective. This is very, very important. Adjectives. And then number 4, you have to know the adverbs. Alright, adverbs ni any words that ends with ly, ly, ly tu. Okay, carefully, immediately, suddenly, all these things. And then number 5 is connectors, linkers. Connectors atau linkers ni maksud dia kata hubung. Mesti kena pakai kata hubung dalam karangan supaya karangan awak ni lebih nampak cantik. Nampak kesinambungan dia. Okay, number 6 is expressions. Expressions ni very important and also quite hard for you to remember because dia ni macam peribahasa, macam perumpamaan, okay, in English. Alright, next one. This is the paragraphing of the writing. You have to write 3 paragraphs. The first one is introduction, content, and also the closing. Okay, dalam introduction, usually they will give you 10 words yang tadi tu. You can use it as your introduction. And then you have to add up some of your words. And then you masuk kepada content. This is the climax of the story. Everything important and interesting happens here. Okay, and then the last one is closing, penutup. Okay, penutup sebenarnya ada hopes and also feelings. Okay, what do you feel? What is your hope for the future? Ini semua masuk dalam closing. Okay, alright. Then this is the example. Okay, example sini sepatutnya my explanation is longer in the real class. Okay, tapi dalam video I try to simplify. You imagine when you start to write any sentences, you must remember that when you write sentences, you have to beautify your sentences. Maksudnya kita nak memperindahkan bahasa kita, memperindahkan ayat kita. Sama macam kita ambil selfie. If you take selfie to post on your social media, definitely you have to edit first the selfie. You have to make sure that your selfie is in a very beautiful picture, beautiful snaps. Okay, you have to use a Photoshop and then so many editing apps. Okay, sama macam ayat kita dalam karangan kita. Instead of we just use the basic word, we have to beautify our sentences, make it become very lovely. Okay, macam mana kita nak edit? Nak pakai apa? Nak color kan? Nak apa kan? No. We have to put adjectives ataupun adverb. We have to put something that support. Okay, something that supports the sentence and also the word. Okay, for example, look at this. Curtain. Dia bagi curtain dekat sini. Curtain. Kalau you nak buat ayat, maybe you akan tulis curtain dia. You akan cakap curtain. Arif hang up the curtain. Habis, titik. No, that is not a good sentence. Arif hang up the curtain. Tak berapa best. Tak berapa cantik. So why not you beautify the sentence? You put curtain, beautiful yellow curtain. Beautiful dengan beautiful and yellow ni dah termasuk dalam adjektif ni. So you dah pakai 2 adjektif dalam satu ayat. Okay, di samping kita beautify ayat kita, kita lagi memanjangkan lagi ayat kita. So that our writing will become longer. Okay, barulah boleh sampai ke 100 perkataan tu. Okay, grandmother. Apa adjektif kita boleh pakai untuk grandmother? Okay, grandmother kita boleh pakai lovely and beloved. Okay, kita boleh pakai lovely and beloved. Okay, apa tadi? Okay, we can use a lovely or beloved grandmother. Okay, kita boleh tambah nak jadi dia meriah lagi ayat kita tu. And then bake. Okay, bake. Surely you will use the word bake. I bake a cake. So why not the cake tu, you beautify the cake punya word tu, you tambah delicious. Delicious cake or cookies. Okay, happy. Okay, dekat number 4 and 5 ni is very important. Some of the student tak boleh guna expression dalam karangan, tak berapa faham. Okay, but for those who can use it, please use it, because this is a very, very good point for you to increase your mark. Okay, happy. Kalau you cakap happy, they were very happy. As happy as a kid. Dari mana Mualimah dapat as happy as a kid ni? Mualimah dapat dari buku awak. Okay, buku mesra digital ni. I got it from here. Okay, you can turn to the page 122 and 123. Semua example ada dekat sini. Okay, sama juga dengan expression yang proverbs ni. Many hands make the light work. Maksud dia banyak tangan meringankan beban. Okay, where do I get this from? I got this from this book. You can refer to this. Okay, ini semua apa matlamat dia? Nak mencantikkan awak punya karangan. Okay, you don't produce a very lame writing. You produce a very good writing. Okay, excellent writing. Okay, we move on to the next slide. Okay, this is the example of the complete writing that I've done for you to see and for you to betul-betul teliti kat mana Mualimah guna ni betul, yang betul-betul menepati apa yang pemeriksa nak lihat dalam karangan awak. Okay, first thing first, this is the first paragraph. This is the second paragraph and this is the third paragraph. Okay, so yang pertama ni ayat sampai dekat ayat sister ni, and then the rest of the sentences is from you. You yang tulis ayat ni, okay? Benda yang Mualimah tulis dalam bentuk kuning ni adalah adjektif. Adjektif ada, pronouns ada, nouns, proper nouns pun ada. And then, itulah, okay? Benda yang Mualimah highlightkan dalam warna pink ni adalah connectors, linkers, kata hubung yang kita pakai dalam karangan kita. Okay? So, tengok dekat sini. Okay, I will read for you. Last weekend, Arif and his family were very busy. They cleaned their house to celebrate Hari Raya Aidilfitri. Arif was very happy as he helped her sister hung up. Okay, Mualimah pastenkan hang tu sebab benda ni dalam bentuk pasten. Karangan ni dalam bentuk pasten. Macam mana Mualimah boleh tahu dalam bentuk pasten? You see the word last weekend. And then semua verb dia pastenkan. Were pun pasten, clean pun pasten. Okay, all this is pasten form. Okay. The beautiful yellow curtain, as I mentioned just now, at the windows near the door. Okay, Mualimah tambah nak bagi nampak panjang. Meanwhile ni adalah kata hubung, connectors. His two sisters, Ani and Ana. Ani dan Ana tak ada pun dalam tu. Kenapa Mualimah tambah? Yes, I tambah sebab I nak dapat markah lebih. Okay, were in the kitchen. Everyone was busy and weaved in the house with their own works. Weave ni macam bersesak-sesak lah. Belaga-belaga macam tu. Okay, so second paragraph. Okay, Mualimah masuk second paragraph sebab Mualimah nak sebab Mualimah nak tunjukkan tentang climax lah, tentang penceritaan yang semakin berkembang. Okay, then also is a connectors. Arif's mother, Puan Asma, sewed many colourful clothes for her family. Okay, Puan Asma ni dalam soalan tak ada pun tulis Puan Asma, tapi I just created a name for Arif's mother so that I get extra marks. Okay, so sewed many colourful clothes. Okay, colourful maksudnya berwarna-warni. This is also adjective. Colourful adalah adjective. She sewed a baju Melayu for Arif and his father and baju kurung for Ani, Ana and herself. Herself ni apa dia? Herself adalah reflexive pronouns. Dapat markah juga. They look comfortable and stylish. Comfortable dan stylish pun adalah kata sifat, adjektif. After that, his beloved grandmother came from his hometown in Johor and helped them prepare ketupat and rendang. Okay, Mualimah explain lebih lagi tentang ketupat dan rendang sebab dia pun nak hari raya ni. So why not you give some examples, okay? So besides that pun adalah connectors juga. Ani and Ana bake some scrumptious cakes and cookies for the guests. Scrumptious tu maksud dia apa? Lazat, sedap. Okay, sedap. Kalau tak boleh guna scrumptious, you can use delicious as well. Boleh juga, tak ada masalah. Okay, so scrumptious ni dalam buku teks year 6 ada. Okay, the third paragraph. So habis dah cerita dalam paragraph 2, I want to move on to the paragraph 3. Nak tunjukkan tentang peleraian. Nak habis dah karangan kita. Finally, the whole family were very happy as a lark. Okay, yang tadi Mualimah kata dalam buku mesra digital tu, you can see, as happy as a lark, as they enjoyed themselves so much. They also thanked to each other for the help, as many hands make light work. Dapat dari sini juga, yang warna kuning tu. Next, Arif and his family cannot wait for the Hari Raya Aidilfitri on the next day. That is a final word from me. Okay, perkataan-perkataan yang dia bagi dalam soalan tu, you have to use it. Okay, Mualimah guna semua. Okay, 10 perkataan yang dia bagi dalam sini tu. Here dia bagi tu. Dekat sini. Right, everything given, I use everything. Semua 10-10 Mualimah pakai. Okay, mesti kena pakai so that you have extra marks. Okay, so I think that's all for this explanation. I hope you understand. Maybe it's quite difficult for you to capture the idea, but it's okay. We will make more practices when we meet in school, and slowly I believe you can master this technique. Remember the technique, remember the checklist, remember the steps, the 4 steps, and then also the checklist. Inshallah, you can beautify your writing like you beautify your selfie. So that's all for today. Bye bye.